Welcome back to my Final Fantasy XIV drama series. Today's drama story is about You Pull, You Tank, Smol PP, and $20. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Hello there, Pathra. Love the content. Me and my girlfriend watch your videos when we're doing things on 14. Oh, hello. They're probably watching us right now. Today, I bring you a tale of my younger days in 14 as a sprout, which involves a bro hug and $20 US cash money, cash. They really wrote that. Cash money, cash. I was still fresh in Eorzea after trying out the free trial the first time. I didn't get hooked on the game immediately because the auto attack was throwing me off. That was my excuse anyways. Months later, after moving out of my house and into the United States of America, my friends convinced me to give it another go. And now I have been addicted to the game for almost 2 years. When I was still a baby with a little sprout on my head and loving every inch of this game, I stumbled upon fishing, one of my favorite activities in every video game that has it. I fish IRL too, but rarely these days. Adult life sucks. I managed to get to level 25 just by fishing at the shore. But then my FC leader told me that in Limsa Laminsa, or as I like to call it, Horny Town, there's a fishing boat that takes you out to sea and you get a lot of experience. So I was like, where do I sign up? I like how you can fish from Limsa Laminsa by that crystal. There's that rock and you just throw your little fishing rod out there and you can fish there. Pretty convenient. The only city that has that, isn't it? The only main city. So I went there, and by the time I got there, I had made the discovery that emotes show up in the chat. Me being an innocent sprout, I did a few emotes, but did not spam it. But I did send kisses over to the NPC Femro that you need to talk to get in the boat. Every chance that I got. Now enters the main antagonist of this story. Let's call her Wendy. I will name the people here based on the Koopa kids from Super Mario Bros. Wendy is a pale rain aura that used to go to the boat a lot with her friend Birdo. She would tease me saying, I'll give you and the Femro NPC some room. I said, why? Are you jealous, LMAO? She replied with, nah, you couldn't handle me. Which got me like, oh my. It's so funny. We became friends and we ran some content together with her friend Birdo and another friend of hers. Let's call him Lemmy. After some weeks passed, I noticed I bumped into her a lot. No matter where I was, she was there. She would sit down next to me if I was on a beach, and we would talk for a bit. She then later gave me her Discord and sent me an invitation to join her Discord server where all her friends were at. A few days later, I bumped into her again, and this time she just looked at me for a bit and said, yup, you'll do. And I was like, excuse you? And she replied with, I was looking for an aura male to marry, and yours looks great. Not gonna lie, I had made him a real handsome son of a gun. My response was, sure, I heard you get some goodies from marrying. And she said she would keep me posted on it. Then she just kept talking to me in Discord, and we talked about our past. I wasn't saying much and leaving out some details because I barely knew her. Another bold girl again. Like, yep, you'll do. You fit the part. Big, tall male aura. I don't go around telling everyone my autobiography. She later revealed that she is 40 years old, and I said to myself, oh damn, a MILF. Which explained why she was always saying things like, I couldn't handle her, and the like. After some further talking, she said she was starting to like me, but didn't know if she could approach that topic, to which I said, "It's fine. We're both adults. I too am feeling a bit for you, and we can try it out and see how it goes." Oh, damn. Sounds like they're gonna start dating. Keep in mind that I was 24 at the time, so we started dating 16 years apart. I was not expecting that. That's fine. If that's what they're into, that's totally fine. They're legal. Might be like hard because you guys are like such a big age difference, maybe. And not going to lie, Pathra and the audience, that was a big mistake on my part. She revealed to me that she was a Jehovah's Witness and tried to get me to join her religion by convincing me to attend online Bible study. The first time I went to online Bible study, I stopped paying attention 5 minutes in and kept playing 14. I told her I was not that into those things. She respected my beliefs, but still pleaded with me from time to time to join them. Aside from this, there were other things about her that were major red flags. But first, let's introduce her friends, who I did not like at all. First of all, Lemmy, who I mentioned earlier, was the youngest of the group, who was always awkward towards me. Then Birdo and Yoshi, the husband and wife. Birdo already coupled me up with Wendy in his mind before us ever deciding we were together, fully telling me things like, "Take care of her," and the like. Yoshi was just an ex-WoW player who took an extremely slow pace at MSQ because of work. I can understand that, of course. He and I barely ever spoke. Then there was Morton, the role player of the lot, and the only one that I would try to speak to if I bumped into him. Some people made fun of him because he role plays and because he is dating a trans girl, which they think is not cool. That's really mean. I've been getting stories lately where people like have said that their role player friends have been getting teased. Like, I'm starting to notice that that's a trend or something, right? It's weird. Let people enjoy what they want to enjoy, okay? Hey, I don't roleplay, nor do I like to, but everyone finds their piece of entertainment in this game. Some take it to the extreme, but there's a lot of cool role players around, and there's nothing wrong with him dating a trans girl. True. These people have an old world mentality, for lack of better term. Finally, we have Ludwig. He was the one I disliked the most. He is a you pull, you tank person, and I can't stand those small brain people. He almost convinced me to be like that too, but it just didn't feel right to me. I main all 4 tanks, and my secondary is all 4 healers. I love to tank in every game that has it or play the heavy unit, but the day I tried to you pull, you tank, when I played with him, it just didn't feel right, so I took the aggro off the DPS that went ahead. I felt a little dirty almost letting him die. Now, moving back to Wendy. I have not mentioned she had an ex, whose FC all her friends were still part of. And to add a little detail, Lemmy and the rest of the Koopa kids were all his IRL family, nephew, and cousins. She left that FC after he started ghosting her. I don't blame him. And he joined another. Fast forward 2 months, and the relationship was growing more sour by the minute. She started arguing with me over little things, mostly just insecurity issues from her past. For instance, back in the old Praetorium days when we had cutscenes for days and I accidentally pulled another girl with rescue when I meant to pull Wendy, and the girl for some reason doted at me, and Wendy doted back to establish dominance, I guess. I don't know. And then proceeded to argue with me on call on why I pulled that girl. And I said, I just fat thumbed, calm down. By the time we made the rescue, It's like, and at that moment, he knew he fucked up. Like that meme. By the time we made the wedding official, everything was shit. I wanted to spend our honeymoon playing the game like we normally did. My friends that hooked me on the game, let's call them the Guardians, wanted to join in to help me out with dailies and other stuff. And she got mad because it was supposed to be a time for her and me. Okay, I can give her that one, but I was more of the mindset that it's a digital wedding. It isn't real. Plus, I was already getting turned off by her actions, and this was another factor. The wedding day came, and Wendy had paid for everything. I told her I could pay half, which was $20, because she got the platinum pack, but she told me, it's fine, consider it a gift from me. Yeah, so platinum pack $40. You wanted to do splitsies with her, but she said, it's fine, consider it a gift. The wedding had to be postponed to another day because Lemmy couldn't make it the day we had planned it. And then later said that he could make it. The brat. So it's the wedding day, and it was cool seeing all my friends from the server who came. My friends, the Guardians, visited from their server to say hi and gave me a few gifts too. When the event started, I was in call with Wendy, as well as Lemmy, Birdo, Yoshi, and Morton. The others couldn't make it, but I had a hunch they made an excuse to not come since they don't like me. Especially Ludwig, that you pull, you tank, small PP bastard. The call was awkward. They all didn't speak to me much except for Morton because I was the only one that wasn't mean to him. I still feel bad I didn't attend the after party of his wedding because Wendy didn't want me to go and kept me from going. That's oh, that sucks. So he wanted to go to Morton's wedding or after party and Wendy wouldn't let him. Anyway, after the wedding, Wendy got even more controlling and insecure with me. She also catfished me. She showed a picture of what she looked like from 5 years ago. And after some days passed, after the wedding, she sent another, and that picture looked completely different. Now, let me explain. Her looks didn't turn me off. It was more the fact that she lied about her looks. I can understand feeling very insecure about your looks. Hell, I have been insecure in the past as well. But to straight up lie about it is just not cool in my opinion. So, let's move on to the final nail in the coffin. The bro hug. I have a friend, let's call him Waluigi. He's super cool dude and he plays a cat girl in game. But he fantasias more often than Hildebrand changes facial expressions. I like that saying. During this incident, he was a cat girl. He congratulated me for the wedding and gave me a hug. And I did the same. Wendy was standing right there and I told her the cat girl was a guy. She started a big argument about it and I finally said, nope, I've had enough. After a heated argument, I ended things with her. In anger, she demanded that I pay back the $20 and the half of the wedding that she said was a gift to me. Now, I know you don't ask people to give gifts back. That's just wrong. But I still managed to pay her, although I was broke at the time because I hadn't started to work yet. I destroyed the ring the next day. Then she texted me, sending me back the $20 I gave her, saying it was wrong of her to ask for it back. She tried to manipulate me to get back with her, but I wasn't having any of it and just ignored her. With those $20, I managed to get a server transfer to my friends, the Guardians server, and they welcomed me with open arms and made me an officer of their small FC. I cleared my friends list of the people I barely spoke to, my old FC leaders included. They were just around for show anyway. If I'm being honest, I started playing on the new server and got a good paying job IRL. Things were looking great. A month later, I got a PayPal notification asking for $20. And guess who it was? It was Wendy. She demanded again I pay her the $20 back because I didn't deserve it. This $20 just going back and forth. What the heck is going on? It's just $20, man. Oh my god. And it was supposed to be a gift, right? She again demanded I pay her the $20 back because I didn't deserve it, and that I was the worst of her exes. I kindly declined to pay her, and she said I wasn't a man for it. Oh, dude, guys hate that. That line is the killer line when girls use that. You're not man enough, man up, and all that stuff. They hate that. I started laughing at my break at work because this was just absurd. Asking for a gift back, then giving it back to me, only to ask for it again a month later? Talk about crazy. So I said, I can't be your worst ex, Wendy. You're surrounded by terrible people that don't tell you the shit you need to hear, like how insecure you are, and that Ludwig is a small peepee you pull you tank. He's like mentioning Ludwig in between the argument. Instead, you just hide behind your friends and don't do anything to change. A miracle won't save you. You need to take action to change. You can't just wait for one day to have everything magically go away. She said to me, having a job makes you a selfish prick. How? I asked. And she just gave me insults instead of an answer, to which I said, you just envy me because I'm doing something with my life, taking things one step at a time while you're here 40 years old, insecure and immature as fuck. You can't do anything with your life because you refuse to take a step. But I know you won't see that. Damn. I've never had this like back and forth. Someone saying this like in the story. This is wild. You see this on Twitter and you're just like eating popcorn when people go off like this. After another batch of insults, she blocked me and I didn't hear from her again. The only other interaction I had with her was when I started doing Eureka. I just saw her on the map, but I ignored her like I didn't know her. I was gonna say, like, he threw her age out there, but like, not all 40-year-old girls are like this, okay? She's making them look bad. Okay. Fast forward to the present and things are great. I got all jobs and crafters to 90. I got my best friend into Final Fantasy XIV, and she's addicted as I am, and even threw a lot of hints at me, and I caught them. And now we're going on a year being together, and she's moving in with me in the coming months. I feel very lucky to have her in my life. We're going to have a little alchemy and cooking business in the game to sell potions and food to the raiders. I got the Burger King crown. I would say I'm more of a tank mentor, but I don't go around saying that I am. Well, now I have said it, I guess. As for IRL, things are great and I will forge ahead with my other half by my side. The end. P.S. In case I wasn't clear enough, I hate you pull you tank. To me, anyone that does that has a small peepee. Thank you for reading. Good night, everybody. I think OP said it like 3 times that he hates you pull you tank your small peepee. I think like it really depends. If you just join like a dungeon and straight away the tank is like you pull you tank, like just like as an announcement, I'm like, the heck? Or why do you need to lecture us or give us rules? It's weird. We already know what to do. Assuming that we don't know what to do is kind of rude, right? So I wouldn't like that if I just entered and someone said that. And also sometimes if the DPS happens to accidentally pull for a brief, like get aggro first for a brief second, that's not like the end of the world. It's totally fine. But if the DPS has died like 2 times already, like you'd be like, hey, think think you shouldn't die. Like, let me go first. Or if the tank was really slow in the dungeon, I don't know. It really depends on the situation. Like, and I'm talking about like really slow for some odd reason. Don't know why. It depends. Like if they're just being arrogant, then yes, you pull, you tank kind of person is small PP. I would agree. There's like a Reddit thread that's just you pull, you tank, right? But it's mainly about Wendy. His relationship, 24-year-old guy with a 40-year-old girl. They just couldn't work it out, work their differences out. It's one of those classic cases of some people take the wedding in this game seriously and some people don't. So if you're gonna marry someone in this game, you guys gotta be on the same page. If you're just like, hey, this is just a wedding in the game and we're just gonna treat it as we're getting free items, that's it. And sometimes they can just say that and deep down they're like, no, I'm attached to you now. Like sometimes you don't know, because I've had a story like that too where they were both clear on that they were doing a wedding as friends, and then the girl just became like really attached and treated like it was a serious thing. But yeah, if you take the wedding in game seriously, then you should probably find someone who also takes the wedding seriously and is on the same page as you. But yeah, this is OP's perspective. We don't know what the heck the girl's perspective is in the story. Just sounded like they absolutely hated each other. And he hated her friend group also. He gave them like Koopa names. So you already know he's clowning on them with just by the fact he gave them those names. Your comments are going to be a shambles. Wait, what do you think? What do you think? Can you guys let me know? Because I also have a feeling it's going to be a crazy one in the comments section. So what do you think the comments are going to be like about this one? Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this Final Fantasy XIV drama story. If you have any of your own drama stories that you'd like me to share and read out anonymously, feel free to reach out to my Discord, discord.gg/Pathra.